5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live to disc from the Pittsboro Roadhouse in Pittsboro, North Carolina, the Music Loft presents the Tokyo Rosenthal program. When I was a little girl, we traveled the long straight roads. In the summer, the sky met the spidery cornrows. We traveled miles from place to place, and I blink my eyes as the wind kissed my face. My daddy asked me if I was alright, and I said I'm fine, long as I see open skies. Moved from my heart and home with my love to Tennessee. The hills rolled on like waves, all dressed up in green. I looked out the window on a country ride, smell the honeysuckle breeze as I take the next ride. My Louie asked me if I am alright, and I said I'm fine, long as I see open skies. To practice my faith, to take on my freedom. Now I'm a southern lady with family to spare. I look back on my life with wonder and care. I wouldn't trade any step that I've taken, not one breath of laughter when my heart was breaking. If anyone asks me if I am alright, I look at them and smile. I say that I am fine, long as I see open skies. Ooh.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for coming out here, and another cordial welcome to the Tokyo Rosenthal program. I'm your host, Tokyo Rosenthal, and I guess you know that wasn't me singing, because I normally open up the show, but that was the very talented and fantastic Erisa Rei. Let's give it up for her one more time here. And we'll get to more about Erisa and hear more tunes from her in just a moment. Also, our guest tonight also coming up here, The Wide Open is in the house. So I guess you know why I've gone on sabbatical for this show, and I might turn up now and then throughout the broadcast, but for the most part, I think you're better off because we got some really great people here tonight, and I'm very excited about this show. As normal, I get to hear it in sound check, so I know what's coming, and it's fantastic. A couple of housekeeping items as usual. Don't forget to join us on Facebook, the Tokyo Rosenthal program /Facebook, or Facebook /Tokyo Rosenthal, or something like that. Also, we have a Twitter page, and TokyoRosenthal.com will tell you all the different things you need to know about us, including the new no-ticket policy here at the Pittsboro Roadhouse in Pittsboro, North Carolina. Just come on walking in. Doesn't cost anything, and the crowds are increasing exponentially. We must have, about 1,600 people in the place here tonight. Right? There you can hear them. So, exponentially being the key word. A couple of other things. All audience members tonight get a free Music Loft bumper sticker. Isn't that great? And as our producer, Gio DeSocio, Gio, wave to the crowd. He has no microphone here tonight, but wave to everybody, Gio. Our producer, Gio DeSocio, pointed out was the word depilatory? Depilatory, something. Anyway, you can use the bumper sticker, put it on your back. It's got strong glue. It'll take your back hair right off, so it can be used for that, too. It could be a brilliant disguise. Put it on your face. People will think that's they won't know what you are. Anyway, and also free business cards. See, we spare no expense here on the Tokyo Rosenthal program. Free business cards from Wrecking Ball Radio, our affiliate. So all of this is up on the merch table, where you're welcome to people at home. I don't know what you do. Come on out to the show. That's how you can get these things. One other last thing here, as I mentioned, we are coming to you from the Pittsboro Roadhouse. And the Pittsboro Roadhouse on March 3rd, Murder Mystery Dinner Theater comes back here one more time. That's March 3rd at 7 o'clock. The last time, the copy to the commercial said, and I quote, "This will sell out," and it did. So you definitely want to get here. Call 919-542-2432, 919-542-2432 in Brooklyn, YU6 6000, in Queens, Twining 77575. Call now. These kids need your help. Murder Mystery Dinner Theater, March 3rd. All right, enough of that nonsense now. So let's go on to the basic broadcast here. Erisa Rei, it's so good to see you here today. I was so worried about you. Erisa drove in from Cincinnati?
Yes.
And what were you doing in Cincinnati, may I ask?
Playing at a little coffee house there.
And so you must have a very creative agent that gave you this routing. So Cincinnati last night and Pittsboro tonight.
Well, I have myself to blame for that since I do all my own booking.
And so that would be approximately how many hours?
I think it was about 7, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that explains why you were napping between sound check and the show, right? Erisa was down there. But you're not from Cincinnati. You're from Illinois?
Yes. We live in central Illinois, where the cornfields are.
And the music scene there, tell me about it.
It's quite a lack. There's some there. There's some very good bands, but there's a lot of cover bands there.
That explains why you're here tonight?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. We're real glad to have you. Now, I know I know you're working on a new record, but you have one album that's out already, too,
I have
right?
a couple. I have an EP called Backwards. I released that in 2007, and an album full-length called Blackball that I released in 2012. Single out that I just released this February. It's a love song that I wrote about my husband, and I'm going to be releasing an EP hopefully this fall. So.
Well, the husbands don't get a lot of credit in these situations, but Eric, you made the ride. Right? He's giving us a thumbs up there, and he gets his own applause. Where in the script did it said Eric get applause? I don't remember that. We never.
I guess he really deserves it.
Okay, but no, I'm glad that he's here and kept you company in the car. That's a great thing. So people are going to, after they've already heard your beautiful voice, they're going to hear some more, and they're going to want to buy your record. So where do they go?
I am available digitally on iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon, and Google Play. I believe that there's a hard copy. Hard copies are available of Black Ball on CD Baby.
And spell Erisa Rei.
Erisa Rei, Erisarei.
Great. Okay. And last question: where do you go from here?
I'm going to Maryville, Tennessee.
Oh, okay. And name of the venue?
It is Vienna Coffee House.
All right. Well, I'm sure everybody will be anxious to see you there, and we are anxious to hear some more music from you. So give it up, Erisa Rei.
You're headed for a wall. Still, I won't mock you as you make another foul mistake. That isn't love. I cringe as you fall. Well, I won't push your face in the dirt. You're hurting it. Your fall isn't love. Life's song can seem so wrong, struggling to play its old refrain. In time, swallowing pride will help you know its melody has always been this way. The pendulum swings to find the middle. The sparrow falls so she can lay. New strings are tuned on worn out fiddles as a fiddler plucks their strings to play with the soldier band. To play with the soldier band. If you want the truth, your perfection isn't sweet and doesn't treat you right. It likes to control. Let me tell you, eating crow sends you walking on the better road. It makes you whole. Life's blows can provoke all the decency that you have lived with it. To be wise, keep in mind, life will be swinging up to sunny skies again. Pendulum swings to find the middle. The sparrow falls so she can lay. New strings are tuned on worn out fiddles as a fiddler plucks their strands to play with the soldier band. To play with the soldier band. Pendulum swings to find the middle. The sparrow falls so she can land. New strings are tuned on worn out fiddles as the fiddler plucks their strings. The pendulum swings to find the middle. The sparrow falls so she can land. New strings are tuned on worn out fiddles as the fiddler plucks their strands to That song is Sojourn Band, and it's my favorite track off my album Black Ball that I have over there for sale. I hardly ever play it out because I do this thing where I put a lot of left turns in my songs, and this is one of them, and I generally forget the chords, but I did pretty well tonight. So you guys are lucky about that one. But this next song is Black Ball, which is the title track to my album over there. And the whole album charted number 2 on the Roots Music Report's Roots Rock charts back in, thank you, back in 2012. And then I got signed to the label Creative and Dreams. And they re-released it in 2013, and it's still getting airplay in the United States and in the United Kingdom, so I'm happy about that. It's been 3 years, and I think I'm pretty happy about that. It's still happening, so. This song is the title track. I watch the black ball as it bounces out from the eye of your icy stare, skating down off of your shoulder, find the warmth outside the stare. Keep on rolling, keep on rolling, black ball of blame. It's too bad the way you treat me, it's a crime and a crying shame. Still you turn your back full to me, marbles shoot down my good name. Keep on rolling, keep on rolling, black ball of flame. Keep a rolling, black ball, keep a rolling, keep a rolling, keep a rolling, black ball of flame. Keep a rolling, black ball, keep a rolling, keep a rolling, keep rolling past all the shame. Black ball of blame. I'm only rejected if I feel it, only outcast in your mind. So I throw my smile straight at you, shoulders back and held it high. Keep on rolling, keep on rolling, past all the shame. Keep a rolling, black ball, keep a rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, black ball of flame. Keep a rolling, black ball, keep a rolling, keep a rolling, keep rolling past all the shame. What is this game that you like to play? Such a childish thing to convey. Well, I don't mind not being in your life. I don't like leaving you behind, but you made up your mind. Keep rolling, black ball, keep a rolling, keep a rolling, keep rolling, black ball of flame. Keep a rolling, black ball, keep a rolling, keep a rolling, keep rolling past all the shame. Black ball of blame. Thank you.
Erisa Rei.
Thanks. The last song I'm going to do is called Social Novocaine. It's going to be on my EP. And I believe in helping people out instead of, just being too self-absorbed. We need to help each other out and people around us. And that's kind of what this is about. But this wonderful man next to me, Tokyo Rosenthal, is going to play with me. He's been very gracious to do so.
I think you just felt sorry for me because I'm I'm
I
not
do.
performing that much tonight. But I'll give it a try. So.
I was down on my knees, they were careless and bleeding. I hardly knew when I hit the ground. I've been struggling for so long, everything is now forgotten. But somewhere inside I realize I need love. Much stronger than hate. I need love. Much stronger than hate. Hurting people all around, and I'm lost inside these walls that protected me from all of my pain. Oh, all of these voices I hear them crying, but my ears they have no shame. I need love, much stronger than hate. I need love, yeah. Much stronger than hate. The needle of pride poisons the blood, numbing all of my pain. Love is the only cure for social Novocaine. I need to pick myself up, oh, shake off the dust and start helping those in need. Love, much stronger than hate. Oh, I need love, yeah. Much stronger than hate. The needle of pride poisons the blood, numbing all of my pain. Love is the only cure for such love. The key. Cause love is the only cure, for social Novocaine.
Erisa Rei, everybody. Yes,
Thank you for having me.
that was great. Stick around. The Wide Open's coming on. All right, thank you. Welcome right back here to the Pittsboro Roadhouse in Pittsboro, North Carolina on the Tokyo Rosenthal program. I'd like to tell you a little bit about our sponsor, the Music Loft of Carborough, North Carolina. And I got to tell you, this is the best music store in the Triangle area, bar none. They have an amazing collection of new, used, vintage guitars, mandolins, banjos, keyboards, and drums, and a great selection of gear to keep your instruments running well. Do you need a lesson? Of course you do. Check in with them because the finest pickers around are teachers there. Finally, mention the Tokyo Rosenthal program and they'll give you a free gift. Just walk in off the street, say Tokyo Rosenthal program. I think Gio tried that last week, and you got a used car or something like that. Once again, they're located at 116 West Main Street in Carborough. Google the Music Loft Carborough for more info. Those of you listening out of the area, out of the country, get in your car, take a plane, start a caravan, but get to the Music Loft. Open 7 days a week. Now I'm very excited. Our next artist here, I actually met one of the members a while back, and we had the opportunity to play together. And they've got an interesting story, which we'll hear more about later. But in the meantime, put your hands together for the Wide Open.
You and me couldn't be more black and white. You are the sunshine, baby. I am the night. You like whiskey, and I like red wine. You're never late for nothing. Me, I take my time. But when push comes to shove, yeah, yeah, we hit the hay and we make love. You and me couldn't be more opposite. You are sunshine, baby. Well, I pray for it. You like country, and I like the blues. You walk the line now, baby. Well, I'm breaking rules. When push comes to shove, yeah, yeah, we hit the hay and we make love. Disagree, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we don't even have to speak in between the sheets. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, yeah, yeah. You are the river, baby. I am the sea. Well, I need your river, baby, flowing into me. Flowers and honey, all the birds and bees. We come together, baby, so perfectly. When push comes to shove, yeah, yeah, we hit the hay and we make love. Disagree, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And we don't even have to speak in between the sheets. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, yeah, yeah. You are the river, baby. I am the sea. Well, I need your river, baby. Flowing into me. Flowers and honey, yeah, the birds and bees. We come together, baby, if you know what I mean. So when push comes to shove, yeah, yeah, we hit the hay and we make love. That's right, when push comes to shove, yeah, we hit the hay and we make love. Yeah, well, when push comes to shove, yeah, yeah. it to hay, yeah, and we make love. Thank you very much. All right. Y'all ready?
I'm ready for this.
He plays my heart like a slot machine. Bad luck and trouble follow me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, he leaves me feeling so damn used. Oh, he pulls my lever down suddenly. Everything's spinning around. Stars line up and he starts to yell. He gets off on the whistles and bells. Jackpot, here we go, 1, 2, 3. Takes everything I got so easily. Yeah, 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 that boy plays my heart just like a slot machine. Oh, well, Monday morning I'm headed for the door. With that man of mine ain't gonna walk on me no more. But on second thought, I take that back. I kinda like being his doorman. What's wrong with me? That boy, he plays my heart just like a slot machine. He burns my heart like gasoline. Bad luck and trouble follow me. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, he leaves me feeling so confused. Oh, he lights my fire up. He goes down and the flames go up. It's so hot I'm about to choke. He gets off on the blowing smoke. Strike a match, here we go, 1, 2, 3. It takes me to the ground so easily. Yeah, 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 that boy, he burns my heart just like gasoline. Oh, well, Monday morning I'm headed for the door. With that man of mine ain't gonna walk on me no more. But on second thought, I take that back. I kinda like being his doorman. What's wrong with me? That boy, he burns my heart just like gasoline. I don't know what I'm gonna do. He's got me feeling so confused. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What's wrong with me? Yeah. The boy, he plays my heart like a slot machine.
The Wide Open. All the way on the floor and back. For those of you at home who aren't seeing this Go to YouTube and see the video version as you see them wind up on the floor of the end of that show. So good to see you guys. Season, start us off here by introducing the boys in the band.
Absolutely. This is Trey Gaston, and he's our percussionist, drummer extraordinaire, singer-songwriter, as well as a keyboard player. This is Alan Rayfield. He's also a singer-songwriter, guitar player, ukulele player. He's also my best friend.
And you, of course, are Susan Emmons.
Yep, I'm Susan Emmons. Yep.
All right. Well, first of all, great to see you. You and I haven't seen each other now, I don't know, about 2 or 3 years ago. First, we almost met through an aborted performance in Houston, Texas. We both had one of those nightmare gigs that you drove like 12 hours up from Florida to play a show that didn't happen. I intercepted you somewhere along the line and said, this gig ain't happening, I'm going home, you're going home, and there was no gig. And then we met up at a place called the Bena Country Store in Bena, Virginia. For those of you that have never been to that venue, well, you won't get to go because it's closed now. But it was a classic. It was going to play the Petticoat Junction store, the country store at Petticoat Junction with the wood-burning stove in the middle and people hanging from the balcony. And it was a great gig, and it was a great time to see you out there. And now the Wide Open comes here. Very chance meeting. We were talking over dinner. Trey, originally from Detroit. Yeah. Alan from St. Louis. You're out of Texas. Mm-hmm. And somehow you all get together in Fort Walton, Florida. Take it from there. Tell me how this got together.
Yeah, we all have found our way to Fort Walton Beach, Florida, all different means. But it's been about a couple of years now that we've all kind of been playing together, hanging out together, and we all just, it meshed, it worked. And sometimes when you meet the right people at the right time, there's no denying the chemistry, and this just kind of fell into place. Because I've been a solo artist for many years now, and I've just been looking for the right people to fall in line with, and this has been the perfect thing.
Me and Trey know people who know people. That's basically
Well, also, I mean, and you guys are starting to experience this, because I remember from the first time that I met Susan, was she's famous for the 12-hour car rides between gigs, so now you get to spread it out a little bit because you're not going out there solo. And how are you guys dealing with the long car rides?
Well, we got to do it with our navigator seasons, so it's easier with her.
I think it was also interesting. I mean, traveling in the car with a group of 3 in a big van, we had enough room. We actually recorded a video on the way up here, like learning a song. She was playing guitar. I was playing on my drum pad. And he was using the egg shaker, his coconut, I'm sorry. And we recorded. It sounded good.
I saw that video. It's where you eventually rode off the road into a tree.
We did, yeah. No texting and driving, by the way. We don't do that.
No, we just play music and play guitars while we drive. It's not a big deal.
It's really hard to get the keyboard over the steering wheel. That was the hard part.
But you did it. I thought you did. I thought that was very creative in how you did that. And speaking of recording, you've all been involved in different recording projects. Susan, you've had 2 solo albums out. Now you're in the middle of making the first Wide Open record.
Yeah,
how's that going? We
are done recording. We're in the pressing process, and unfortunately, they're just not quite ready. We wanted to have them here for this show, but they're almost done, and they're almost ready. They should be ready the 1st of March, and we're going to have those available at wearethewideopen.com, and you can actually find us on Facebook, all one word, We Are the Wide Open. But we're going to have it eventually up on sale at CD Baby, iTunes, Amazon, all those good things. But
not to be confused with We Are the World. We are the wideopen.com. And yeah, so people will know how to get it then. And don't leave out the. I got lectured during sound check. I left out the. I said Wide Open.
Yeah, the Wide Open. It's important. You know, it's the.
It's got to be the. It's got to be the. Of course. All right, so, and I know you're on I wouldn't call it a mini tour, but you're out on tour right now. Where else are you going from here?
Well, we're heading to Atlanta, Georgia, and then we're going up to St. Louis, and then we're going to hit Nashville, and then we're going to be back in our stomping grounds in Florida for about a week, and then we hit the road to Cocoa Beach after that.
All right, sounds exciting. We're going to sell a few things. Come back, you play us a few more tunes?
Will do.
The Wide Open, everybody. Back at the Pittsboro Roadhouse in Pittsboro, North Carolina with the Wide Open.
Season and I on this next song, we tour a lot together, and we've been together a little while now. And we were at the beginning of a tour last year, and we wrote this song together, and we call it the Happy Song. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It has some whistling in it, so you at home and the people in the crowd, feel free to whistle in your car or whistle in your booths. Please join in.
Way up here above the clouds, I don't ever wanna come back down. Vanilla sky, and I feel so happy. High above, the streets below, people smile because they know I'm in love, and I feel so happy. And it's so silly that I love you madly. When we're apart, it hurts my heart so badly. Yeah, yeah. But for now, hold me near, whisper softly in my ear. I love you, and I feel so happy. And it's so silly that I love you madly. When we're apart, it hurts my heart so badly. Yeah, yeah. But for now, hold me near, whisper softly in my ear. I love you, and I feel so happy. Yeah, I feel so happy. Yeah, I feel so happy. I'm in love, and I feel so happy. Yeah, I feel so happy. Yeah, I feel so happy. I love you, and I feel so happy. Yeah. So that was the happy song was what we wrote at the beginning of a tour, and then later on into the tour, much later in the tour,
Much later.
much later.
It was really way late.
We wrote this other song. It's called "Hate the Way I Love You." And hey, guys, we should get Toke up here to do
Yeah,
do
for
some
sure.
lead. Toke, will you come up here and play with us?
I was so hoping that you would say
Awesome.
that. You know, it's just I had fun earlier in the show, and I used to sing. I remember that too. But I guess I don't know what happened to my career. But no, I'm excited about this. Okay, let's do it.
Your word are lies, but your heart is true. And you put up walls, but I see right through.
Oh, I hate the way that I love you.
Well, I
Hate the way that I love you.
and your silent stare when you disapprove. Oh, the seasons change, but so do you.
Oh, I hate the way that I love you. Oh, I hate the way. Oh, I hate the way that I love you. Well, you know that I'm afraid to pull you closer, and it's all that I can do not to run when I know that loving you is the answer. Oh, I hate the way that I love you. Oh, I hate the way. Oh, I hate the way that I love you. Hate the way that I love you.
Everything you say and everything you do. But through the dark I'll walk with you.
Oh, I hate the way that I love you. Oh, I hate the way. Oh, I hate the way I love you.
Awesome. Thank you. Good job, Toke. Well,
Time to take them to church. Want to take them
this
to
has
church
been fun, Tokyo. Thank you so much for having us. All these songs, by the way, will be on the new album.
Thanks so much, Tokyo. That was a fantastic guitar solo. My God.
Great.
That was fun.
So this song is the title, the track off the album. It's called "We'll Get By," and that'll be the name of the album.
We would love to have you singing along at the end, so by all means, we really do want to bring you to church, so jump in.
It seems like you've been through some troubled times. You take 2 steps ahead, but you're always behind. Don't feel like you gotta face the world all alone, 'cause I'm right beside you, so just hold on and we'll get by. Sure as tomorrow the sun gonna rise, we'll get by. Sure as the stars in the heavens are gonna shine, we'll get by together, you and I. We'll get by, we'll get by. It seems like you got a restless soul. You come to the end of the line and you're at a crossroads. Stop shouldering the weight of the world on your backbone. Take it easy, baby, let me lighten your load, and we'll get by. Sure as tomorrow, the sun gonna rise. We'll get by, sure as the stars in the heavens gonna shine. We'll get by together, you and I. We'll get by, we'll get by. Ooh, yeah. It seems like you got a secret in your heart. Who you are and where you've been are miles apart. You don't know where to go or even where to start. You keep giving up because it's just too hard. But we'll get by, sure as tomorrow the sun gonna rise. We'll get by, sure as the stars in the heavens gonna shine. We'll get by together, you and I. We'll get by, we'll get by, we'll get by together, you and I. We'll get by, just put your hand in mine. We'll get by together, side by side. We'll get by, we'll get by, we'll get by.
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 We'll get We'll get by.
We'll get by
We'll
together,
get by.
you and I. Yeah, we'll get by.
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 Put your hand on the radio. The wide open. That was terrific.
Thank you.
Well, you know what happens now, as every fan of the Tokyo Rosenthal program knows.
What happens now, Tokyo?
Well, we tuck you in and we give you a sample of somebody else's song. We do a duet on a cover and do our approach to it. And we've got an interesting one for you tonight. But first, we're gonna take a little break. We'll come right back. We'll practice it while we're on commercial break. Make sure that we get it right.
I
And
can't
so-
wait to find out what it is.
So do not turn your dials because you want to know what the duet song is here on the Tokyo Rosenthal program. Stay with us. Back once again on the Tokyo Rosenthal program, coming to you tonight from the Pittsboro Roadhouse in Pittsboro, North Carolina. Need to tell you that all guests on the Tokyo Rosenthal program receive a gift certificate to the Music Loft in Carrboro, North Carolina. That's worth the trip here alone. That's why musicians are coming in from Cincinnati, Ohio. They're driving up from Fort Walton Beach because they want that coveted gift certificate to the Music Loft. And you know, it's a great place. Can't say enough good things about the folks there who make you feel at home the second you walk in the door, no matter how young or old. Whether you're an expert or a beginner, high budget or start a budget, this is the store for you. And again, visit the store, mention the Tokyo Rosenthal program, and get a free gift. Wow. How cool is that? Very philanthropic at the same time. So go on in there. They're at 116 West Main Street in Carrboro, North Carolina, the Music Loft of Carrboro, North Carolina, open 7 days a week. And a reminder, right here on this very stage. You may want to come back. You may want to cancel, all other tours and get back here to see the Murder Mystery Theater right here. They do it right on this stage. It will sell out March 3rd, 7 o'clock. Be here at the Pittsburgh Roadhouse to see the Mystery Theater presentation.
It's a great stage.
So once again, you guys didn't let me down. The people come up with some choices that I would have never predicted. If I bet, I'd lose the house. Trying to figure out what the duet song is going to be, and you came up with a real cool one, done originally by the Buffalo Springfield, written by Stephen Stills. A song, most people don't know the title. You say, hey, we're going to do For What It's Worth, and they go, for what it's worth, something happened, and then they go, oh yeah, that's what the title is?
For what it's worth.
Yeah, I think that's, kind of, might have even hurt the Buffalo Springfield career. That was a mistitled song. Nevertheless, we're going to make it our song now. It's going to be the Wide Open and Tokyo Rosenthal version of For What It's Worth. Kick it off, gang. Something happened here, but it ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I've got to beware. Think it's time to stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Tell them about it, Caesar.
Battle lines being drawn. Ha. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds. It is so much resistance far behind. I think it's time we stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Everybody know what's going down. Yeah.
What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street. They're singing songs and carrying signs. Mostly say hooray for our side. Time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Paranoia strikes deep. Oh, into your life it will creep. Yes, it starts when you're always afraid. You step out of line and tell you that man come and take you away. I think it's time we stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. Stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Everybody know what's going down. Stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Everybody know what's going down. You better stop. Yeah, what's that sound? Everybody know what's going down.
Hey, I want to thank you all for coming out here tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause. Want to especially thank Erisa Rei. What a great set from her. The Wide Open. Want to thank the Pittsburgh Roadhouse, Greg and Honora, Dennis. All the folks here really make us feel at home. want to especially thank you, our listeners, because without you, there'd be no Tokyo Rosenthal program. And we want to thank our producer and sound man, Gio DeSocio. And let's not forget our videographer, Brian West. All of our affiliates. And again, you for coming out here and braving this weather here in our North Carolina winter. Good night, Carrie. I'm coming home. Good night, everybody.